I'm super excited to be here with you today to talk about one oil that I really love that's recently come out, and that's called Tamer. All this time with the kids collection, I was like, why do we not have a digestive one that's specifically for the for digestive through the kids collection, right? And it was like, and then lo and behold, they did it. They brought out a kids blend for digestive issues. And so I'm super excited to talk to you about this. Not only does it smell great, it works tremendously. So Tamer has a blend that has spearmint in it. And if you have anything spearmint, if you like the smell of spearmint, oh my gosh, it's super fun. And so when I first smelled this, I was like, oh my gosh, where have you been all my life, right? Because it was just an amazing fragrance to me. Not to mention that I was like, I'm super glad that I don't have to use the Digest Zen, which I was using, but I'm not as fond of the fragrance, but it was helpful. So when Tamer itself, and this is the Tamer, and it comes in this 10 ml roller bottle, and it is, and I like the metal roller, no plastics, right? It actually has fractionated coconut oil in it, so you don't have to dilute it, which is nice for us, especially the children, because we know that it is safe for them to use. So the spearmint, it has jasmine peppermint in there. There's ginger, there's black pepper, there's parsley seed, and so of course all that in that fractionated coconut oil, which is really soothing for not just the skin, but it helps in the absorption of the oils, the essential oils. But the spearmint in itself is, on an emotional level, is for confidence. And I think that for me, on an emotional level, I was so wanting it because I have, through the years, discovered how things have been created in my life that the confidence it was there, but it wasn't as there in the way that I want it to be. And so for me, it was like just super awesome smell. And then when I read the emotions of what spearmint really is all about, I was like, well, no wonder I like it so much, because of the confidence building. And so the Tamer itself isn't just good for digestion, it is also good for confidence. Who knew, right? So how do you use this? You would use it simply, just put it on the belly. You can put it around the belly button and just swipe it a few times, and it works really super fast. In fact, last night I was with a granddaughter, and they were at a special horse team event all weekend, and so her mother had digestive issues, and someone else that I know offered her Tamer. Worked right away. She was really surprised that it worked so fast. So it's always nice to have something on hand so that when those issues come up, you're prepared for it, right? Whether you've been out to eat and you eat something wrong, Tamer is the option to what Digest Zen is for on the adult side of things. So you may like the Digest Zen better and like the fennel and peppermint together versus the spearmint. That's totally up to you. But for me, it's totally the spearmint. Gotta have it. But it works super well. And we also know that even like we have cannabinoids or that are also very helpful for us in these particular essential oils. Very helpful in that way. But I want to read you what the emotional side is of Tamer. And so bear with me a little bit because I'm going to read. So spearmint inspires clarity of thought and confident verbal expression. Individuals in need of spearmint may hide their thoughts, opinions, ideas by withholding their voices. Spearmint encourages inner clarity about one's personal convictions and opinions. It then assists individuals in translating that inner clarity into words. Spearmint promotes confidence in expressing oneself verbally, especially when speaking in front of groups of people. It helps individuals create an effective stage presence by infusing them with confidence. Spearmint also encourages individuals to take a public stand on behalf of their values and opinions. Spearmint can be a helpful remedy for those who struggle with communicating clarity for a wide range of reasons, from feeling scattered and inarticulate to stumbling over one's words. It assists individuals in becoming emotionally clear about what they want to say and then saying it. In short, spearmint can help individuals access their inner light and convey that light to the world with clarity and confidence. Who do you know that has those issues that they just don't have quite the confidence to speak up? They're the ones that are reserved. They're the ones that may hold their head down all the time. This could be even helpful for those that have a little bit of depression going on, a little anxiety going on. So it's many assets that Tamer has outside of just for digestive issues. So to bring the positive side of things, it's the confidence, articulate communication, clarity, and courageous. And those particular things for me was like super helpful. And so this is a blend that I get out quite often, not because I have digestive issues. If I want to speak in front of someone, if I'm going to do, whether it's a networking group, whether it's just in church, whether it's, no matter who I'm going to be in front of, Tamer happens to be one of those oils that I'll bring out, not just spearmint in itself. And which we do have spearmint as an individual, which is, I have, but I love how the fragrance of the spearmint and the Japanese peppermint come together. It's just, the aroma is something that I just can't get enough of. And so that confidence builder is something that I would like for myself. So who do you know that might need that also? It also, the companion oils for spearmint in itself are cassia, lavender, and clary sage, which of course, in a blend for your tummy, those aren't necessarily the ones that we're going to use, right? But for digestive issues, that bloatiness, maybe you have a bout with, you did eat something wrong. This is something to have on hand all the time. Keep it around, take it on road trips, especially if you've got children or even if you've got grandchildren. So I have adult children. I don't have little ones that run around all the time anymore. And I miss that sometimes. I said sometimes. And so it's great to have an arsenal. Even last night I shared with someone that one of the kids that started getting sick, and it was like, it's super obvious, you need to go home because you look really pale. And it's like, so what will you have on hand, right? That's really super important. So you can use this however way. And this is actually something that you could ingest as well. But because it's got a roller on it, it's kind of hard to get that off, but it's not hard. You can, if you get a fingernail underneath it or just wiggle it back and forth, it will come off pretty easily. And it pops off. I don't know if you can see me doing this or not, but anyway, it comes off. So you could actually put this in water if you wanted to, or in a capsule. It's not going to taste bad because you're going to taste most of the spearmint. And oh my gosh, I wish you guys could smell this. It's super fun. So very calming, especially because of the jasmine. Oh my gosh. It's like a jasmine, right? Very super calming for the nerves. It's that menthol, very soothing. It's a synergistic for that confidence. It also can be very good for motion sickness. You know, put it behind the ears right here. For motion sickness, you can just inhale it, put it in your hands, and but because of the spearmint, if you inhale it like that, it also can help open up your airways if needed, right? So that's another option for that particular oil as well. So it's very soothing and very cool to the skin as well. So even if you've got maybe a little bit warm on those warm days, put it behind your neck, back here in that orbital triangle. You'll just bring this. It's an easy way to have something for a little bit of everything.